and welcome to L10. I'm Fiona Pando. We have many segments lined up for you this week, but first, here are some headlines. Student Council hosted its first in-person social event of the term, a spikeball tournament for all students. Lawrenceville hosted House Olympic trials this weekend, with the Circle and Crescent houses participating in both on Zoom and in-person activities. With events ranging from a staring contest to the famed tricycle race, students competed for the coveted House Olympics trophy. New Assistant Dean of Admissions and History teacher Doug Davis will also serve as Lawrenceville's new head coach for the boys' varsity basketball team. Our sports reporters bring you an interview with Mr. Davis.
My name is Doug Davis. I'm new to Lawrenceville this year. I work in the history department and admissions department, and I'm also the varsity boys head coach.
So what are your goals for the program, and just whether it's in the next 2 years, next 5 years, next 10 years?
I just want to, Coach Kane is, I have to give him major props and major respect. He's been doing it for a long time. And what I hope to do for the future of the Lawrenceville basketball program is to, coach good basketball, teach good basketball, bring some good talent in, and develop good basketball players. That's what my goal is to do. So good basketball, it just means that every player knows how to play. And when I say knows how to play the game, I mean knows different sets offensively and defensively, has an understanding for basketball IQ. High basketball IQ is just apparent when you watch the game of basketball now, especially when you're looking at guys like big names like LeBron James. And what sets those guys apart, they have incredible athleticism, number one, but they know how to play the game the right way. When we do that correctly, we'll see some W's starting to pile up. And I guess that's the end goal, I guess, is to win.
How do you look to bring the team together given the current circumstances of COVID-19?
I think Zoom is the best way to do everything right now. That they're focused and they're dialed in. They're at least thinking about the season, shooting over conversations about the NBA finals, like those things to keep people still involved with the game of basketball, even though we're out of season. But when we look forward to the winter, we don't know what the winter will hold. So it's just about making sure that all of us are locked in. So whenever that time comes, when we're able to get into that gym, we're able to get some shots up, we're ready. We're ready to go. I'm just ready to get in the gym. Like I'm ready to get to work. I'm just drawing up plays and just kind of going insane over here because I haven't been inside of a court for a while. But that's what I'm looking forward to most.
Over the summer, members of the Building and Grounds Department worked with the infirmary to set up 2 trailers where boarding students who test positive for COVID-19 will be cared for while they isolate. Senior specialty producer Federica Sahabian got a first look inside the trailers with medical director Dr. Bruce Kraut.
So you ask very good questions about our capacity for handling COVID positive students on campus, and what happens if we feel that our capacity is becoming overwhelmed. So in terms of handling students who test positive, whether they're students who come into the infirmary, they are symptomatic and therefore we test them, or they are students who are picked up through our surveillance program, which is our twice-a-week testing of all members of our community, and we pick up a positive case in a student who's not showing symptoms and who is therefore asymptomatic. In either case, this is why we've brought on these trailers. This is a construction of 4 trailers hooked together. Each trailer has 5 individual rooms, and I'll show you those rooms in a moment. So we have 20 rooms, individual rooms, through these trailers in which we can isolate students who are COVID positive. Ideally, students who are COVID positive are going to be going home or off campus for the duration of the minimum 10 days isolation period. For those who can't get off campus or can't get off campus right away, those students are going to come into one of these rooms. This is a typical room in the trailer. They all look the same. Typical isolation room. There's a bed, there's a sink, there is bathroom facility that includes a shower. Each room also has a desk which the student is able to Zoom to class and study. It's Wi-Fi enabled. The air exchange from these rooms, from any individual room, is only with the outside. They also have their own climate control. So there is no sharing of air between rooms, which we know could potentially be a problem for other students staying in other isolation spaces. So students are going to be tested for COVID through a couple of different means. We do have in the infirmary rapid antigen testing that gives us results from a nasal swab within 15 minutes. That test is very good because it can be done very quickly and give us results quickly. However, the test is not quite as accurate. It is not going to pick up as many positive patients as the more sensitive PCR testing will. That PCR testing is being performed with the nasal swab upon arrival and twice a week for all students for the foreseeable future during the fall term.
Now to more headlines. Congratulations to English teacher Maggie Ray for winning the Poetry Society of America competition. Miss Ray is among 4 winners of the Chapbook Fellowship Contest, in which her book, Superstitions of the Mid-Atlantic, will be published. 4th former Charlotte Bednar has done it again. The cross-country runner is now the New Jersey outdoor 5K record holder, breaking it by almost 9 seconds. For the final segment on this week's show, fall term house football is one of Lawrenceville's well-known traditions. Our features team brings you the story of one coach who celebrates his 20th year on the sidelines for the Woodhull House.
Hey, I'm Jeff Durso-Finley. I'm a co-director of college counseling here at Lawrenceville. I have been at Lawrenceville for 20 years and coached house football for Woodhull for 20 years. House football has been around for more than 100 years, so my tenure is just a drop in the bucket comparatively. But it's been an awesome experience, and I look forward to keep coaching for many years to come. My absolute favorite part of coaching house football over the years has been the camaraderie, the house bonding, the time spent on the field with the guys. It's wonderful that it takes place in the fall because you have new students who are new to Lawrenceville or new to the circle who come in and become part of a team right out of the gates. Especially when we were going full bore tackle football, we would have students who had never touched a football before, never put on a helmet. And then they would strap it up and go out and learn how to play football and become bonded with their teammates. And that team building experience, that house camaraderie, that feeling of coming together as a house and the team, that is absolutely what I love, what I revel in, and what makes it an incredible experience, both for me as a coach and for the students over the years who've played it. In my 20 years coaching, things have certainly changed, and it has changed since long before I got here. I mean, long time ago, house football used to be 11-man. When I arrived 20 years ago, we had shifted to 8-man, and then a number of years ago, we shifted to 6-man. So things have really changed to the point now where the right thing to do is for us to be playing flag football, which is a fantastic game. It's fast, it's athletic. It has a lot of the same principles of tackle football without the contact, without the violence. And I'm excited to continue coaching. And who knows, in 5, 10, 15 years, there may be a brand new evolution. But as long as we have the opportunity for the Woodhull boys to come together in the fall and get excited about representing their house, I'll be out here.
That's all for this week's show. As always, we welcome your suggestions, and if you have a story to tell, please let us know by email or DM us on one of our social media platforms. Want to see how L10 works? Sign up for an L10 workshop where we will be teaching editing, videography, and interviewing skills. A registration link was sent in an email, so go check it out. From all of us here at L10, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.